The film begins with Alfred, a boy suffering a terminal illness, awakened by Enzo, a janitor at the hospital. Enzo noticed Alfred loves airship balloons. In the garden, Alfred expressed to Enzo that his life was on the verge of ending and he was going to heaven soonest. He expressed that he doesn't like heaven as it's boring to him. In Alfred's ward, Enzo told him a story of Helium, an alternative place to heaven which he will go to. He revealed that Alfred will get to Helium by airship. Alfred requested to know more about Helium, but Enzo promised to let him know the next day. Enzo brings a red balloon dog to Alfred and tells him that the airship captain will recognize the children who are going to Helium according to the red balloon dog. Enzo further describes the unfettered and free life in Helium to Alfred. A nurse came to Enzo and revealed that Alfred became more cheerful after meeting with Enzo and hearing the story that he told. Enzo continues to accompany Alfred through his last moment of life. Enzo visited Alfred but realized that he was moved to another ward as his health condition worsened. Enzo was unable to access Alfred's new ward. Enzo insisted on visiting Alfred. He sneaked into Alfred's ward. Alfred expressed his worries about being separated from his parents soon. Alfred appeased his feelings by telling him the wonderful world in Helium. Security discovered Alfred and chased him out. Alfred expressed to the nurse his sadness of seeing a child about to die. He requested to meet Alfred and tell him the ending of the story. The nurse rejected and suggested that he write down the ending and she would help to convey it. Enzo wrote down the story and passed it to the nurse. The nurse visits Alfred and is about to read the ending of the story to him, but Alfred requests to see Enzo. The nurse changes her mind. The nurse secretly allowed Enzo to meet Alfred. Enzo reads the story ending to Alfred on how the airship came to pick him up. Switched to Alfred's point of view, he gets out of bed fully dressed and goes to the window. An airship came over and extended the ladder and Alfred walked towards the airship. The film ends with the airship flying away and a scene of the hospital windows full of red balloon dogs.